Today, Italian football is getting a bit of a shakeup. How would Serie A play out if it was in a Champions League format? Would Italian giants like AC Milan, Juventus, Napoli, and Inter still be on top? Or just maybe lower sides like Venezia, Sassuolo, and Bari could make some fairy tale runs? Well, we're answering all those questions today because today it is the top division of Italian football, but it's in a Champions League format. Just like in the Premier League, the top division in Italy, Serie A, has 20 clubs that participate each year. But the Champions League, of course, has 32 clubs that participate, so we need to add 12 more clubs. And the 12 clubs that we're adding are coming from the second division of Italian football, Serie B. 20 clubs from Serie A, 12 clubs from Serie B for a grand total of 32. But how will we decide the 12 clubs that are joining from Serie B? Well, we're gonna look at the standings, the current standings as of December 5th, 2023, and the top 12 clubs qualify for the Italian League Champions League. And the top 12 current clubs in Serie B are Venezia, Parma, Como, Catanzaro, Cremonese, Modena, Cittadella, Palermo, Cosenza, Bari, Pisa, and Brescia. I hope I said every one of those right. If I didn't, my Italian speakers, please correct me if I was wrong. And of course, most of us know the 20 clubs that are participating currently in Serie A. So now we have the 32 clubs and we have to seed them all. Now, if you've been here long enough, the way that we usually seed clubs is with a wheel, then we use the magic hat. But today we're trying something completely different. We're gonna use a red magic box instead. This wonderful magic box will choose 4 clubs at a time for each group for a total of 8 groups. I wonder if the magic red box is going to give us some absolutely ridiculous groups of death. So let's get started and find our first 4 clubs for Group A for our Italian League Champions League. But before we do that, can you please hit the like button for me? Of course, if you enjoyed my videos or enjoyed the content, and the subscribe button with the little noti bell. If you are new here, I would really appreciate it. We are chasing 200,000 subscribers. We're still chasing, and we're gonna keep on chasing until we get there. So I'm hoping we get there, I mean, eventually. Thank you very much. Your support is appreciated. It really is. Let's go and see these ridiculous groups. All right, Magic Box, give us the first 4 clubs for Group A. Give me something good. Bologna, AC Milan, Bari, and Fiorentina. That is a very, very interesting group. I think Bari got some bad luck. I don't know who's coming out, though, out of the other 3. Okay, so we're off to a good start. Now, what about Group B? 4 clubs. Napoli, Roma, Salernitana, and Venezia. This is also a very interesting group because Venezia is first currently in Serie B, so maybe they can give Napoli and Roma and Salernitana kind of like a run for their money. Group C, Magic Box, something good, please. Lazio, Cosenza, Catanzaro, and Brescia. Lazio's got it so easy. Looking for 4 clubs for Group D, the 4th group. Palermo, Cremonese, Empoli, and Monza. Also a very interesting group. I'm actually not sure who's going to qualify for the round of 16 from here. As we look for Group E, we haven't seen the Milans yet. Where are they? Not here. Parma, Modena, Atalanta, and Cagliari. Also a pretty good group because Parma is pretty decent. So is Modena, even though they're in Serie B. Atalanta's been a little bit struggling this season. And Cagliari, I mean, they're still a top club. Group F, come on, group of death. Please, red box, magic red box. Lecce, Udinese, Hellas Verona, and Frosinone. Another even group, guys. 2 more groups to go. Group H, Group G, Genoa, Cittadella, Torino, and Como. And I forgot that AC Milan is in Group A. Genoa, Cittadella, Torino, and Como. Like, honestly, another probably even group. All these groups are so even, which means Group H is the last 4 remaining clubs. Red box, who are they? What is it? Pisa, Juventus, Sassuolo, and Inter Milan. Pisa, maybe gonna fall a little short. Sassuolo, I don't know. Maybe a little dark horse? All the 32 clubs have been seated in their respective groups. Let's go to the end of the group stage matches. Are we gonna have any fairy tale runs? Any special stories? All the group stage matches in our Scudetto Italian League Champions League are over. Let's go and see who's progressing to the round of 16 and who's going home. In Group A, I thought Bologna would put up a little bit more of a fight, but it is Fiorentina and AC Milan moving on quite easily, actually, and Bari was always going to be an underdog. They went winless. In Group B, we also saw the 2 favorites move on with Napoli and Roma. I wonder if Napoli can defend their title. Salernitana and Venezia are unfortunately eliminated. But in Group C, it was always going to be Lazio probably in first place, but there was a close race for second, and Catanzaro actually came out ahead. Brescia is eliminated, so is Cosenza. Catanzaro moves on. Group D saw Monza top the group on 11 points and Empoli on 9 points, but Palermo was a close third, just finished a little short right behind Empoli, and Cremonese, unfortunately, they were just not good enough. But in Group E, we have Cagliari that is going home. They were actually very bad. They went winless against Parma, Modena, and Atalanta. Atalanta absolutely annihilated the group, 6-0, 6 wins from 6, and Modena is actually moving on instead of Parma and Cagliari. Group F, it is Hellas Verona that is on top, followed by Udinese, Lecce, and Frosinone. And then we come to Group G, where it was Torino that topped the group on 11 points, but Como finished in second. Genoa is going home on 9 points, and Cittadella is also going home. Fun fact about me, I've actually been to Como and Lake Como, so should I be cheering for Como in this video? I probably will. Well, finally in Group H, it was Juventus and Inter Milan that are progressing. Sassuolo gave it a bit of a fight. They won a match. They scored 10 goals, but then also conceded 14 and ultimately finished only on 5 points, while unfortunately Pisa was just not good enough. They're also eliminated. So in the round of 16, we have some interesting matches. It will be Napoli versus the underdog Catanzaro. Fiorentina will take on Udinese. That's going to be interesting. Atalanta will face AC Milan. Also very interesting. Hellas Verona will face Inter Milan. Is there an upset there? Torino is going to face Roma. Juventus will face another heavy underdog in Modena. Monza will play Como. Can Como beat Monza? I'm unsure. We're going to have to see. And then Lazio is going to face Empoli. Guys, the round of 16 is over, and we have some absolutely shocking results. Who is moving into the quarterfinals? We're going to start with Catanzaro versus Napoli. Unfortunately, Catanzaro is going home. It was expected. Napoli absolutely annihilated them 7-2 on aggregate. Fiorentina versus Udinese. It was Fiorentina that won on aggregate 3-1. Udinese kept it close, but unfortunately, they're eliminated. Fiorentina is progressing to the quarterfinals. But AC Milan, guys, they're going home. They lost to Atalanta 3-2 on aggregate. And so is Inter Milan. Both Milans are eliminated. Inter Milan lost 4-3 on aggregate to Hellas Verona. And it gets even more crazier because Roma is also eliminated at the hands of Torino. But Juventus is staying in the competition. Juventus won 7-2 on aggregate over Modena. Como also gave a good run to Monza, but Monza came out victorious 3-1 on aggregate. And our last quarterfinal matchup of Lazio versus Empoli, it was Lazio. It was probably always going to be Lazio, 5-2 on aggregate over Empoli. So in the quarterfinals, it will be Napoli versus Fiorentina. Atalanta, who upset AC Milan, will play Hellas Verona, who upset Inter Milan. Torino, after upsetting Roma, they're gonna have their hands full with Juventus, and Monza will play Lazio. Now, we usually skip over to the final result after each knockout phase, but I want to show you what's happening in the quarterfinals after leg 1, because the things that are happening are unbelievable. First of all, after the first leg, it is Napoli beating Fiorentina 2-1 on aggregate, and Atalanta is leading the way against Hellas Verona after the first leg 3-1. But Juventus lost to Torino in the first leg, guys, so Torino is leading the way, and Monza is also leading the way against Lazio 2-1 after the first leg. I'm genuinely hoping we're gonna have Torino and Monza advance. The quarterfinals are over, guys. Let's just get to it, okay? Let's just get to it. Napoli over Fiorentina 5-1 on aggregate. Atalanta is going to the semifinals just like Napoli. They beat Hellas Verona 5-3 on aggregate. And Juve is going home at the hands of Torino. 4-3 on aggregate was the final. And Lazio is also going home, guys. 3-2 for Monza in the second leg. 2-1 for Monza in the first leg. 5-3 on aggregate for Monza over 2 legs. Lazio is going bye-bye just like Juventus. Monza and Torino are going to be in our semifinals. I am absolutely loving these incredible stories. So our semifinals, it will be Napoli versus Atalanta. One of them will be in the final, and then Torino will play Monza, so one of them will also be in the final. The semifinal matches are over, guys. Who is going to be in our Scudetto Italian League Champions League final? It will be Napoli there. They beat Atalanta 2-2, but on away goals. And the other semi-final between Monza and Torino, it will be Torino joining Napoli in the final. Are we all cheering for Torino here? This is just like the Fulham story in my previous video. We are at San Siro for the final, the Italian League Champions League final. It is Napoli versus a surprising underdog in Torino. It is kickoff time. Torino is in their white kits with the red shorts, and Napoli is in their blue, of course. To Di Lorenzo, Politano, Napoli's getting booed here at San Siro. Lobotka with a shot. It's blocked. Lobotka again. Napoli take the 1-0 lead early. Lobotka with a magnificent strike. And Torino is in trouble. There are the Napoli fans. They are happy. Name Lazaro carries inside. Maybe it's Torino's time to get an equalizer here. Lazaro will carry inside to Duvan. Zapata blocked though. Zambo Anguissa. Di Lorenzo inside to Politano. Politano again inside to Zielinski. Lobotka, Politano, they're working it nice. Oh my! That is a stinker. That is an Onana territory. That's a stinker. That shouldn't go in. I don't think this should go in, guys. No, that should not go in. Way too close to the keeper, man. Milinkovic-Savic is in nets. Torino is just holding on to halftime. Kvicha. Raspadori. Shot blocked by Rodriguez. It is 2-0 Napoli at halftime, and Torino is in trouble. Well, the second half is underway, and what can I say? Torino need 2 goals. That's what they need. They need 2 goals. It's as simple as that. Zanguissa. And it's really opened up now. It's really opened up. It's Raspadori. It's 3-0. Napoli is clinical. Napoli will 99% sure they will probably win this Serie A Champions League. That's disappointing. Zielinski, Lobotka, inside to Kvaratskhelia. Another beautiful pass. It's 4-0. It's absolute annihilation here. Torino made it all the way to the final, and they beat some big teams. I think they just ran out of fuel, guys. There's a shot at Merid, but that's an easy save. Napoli wins the Serie A Champions League. Yes, they do. Fully deserving. There's Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. They're showing him for a reason. And who will be lifting the trophy here? It will be Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo comes up, and he will pick up the trophy. And Italian giants Napoli, they are lifting the Scudetto, the Serie A Champions League trophy, and they are your Serie A champions. Very disappointing result for Torino in the finals, guys. They beat out Roma in the round of 16. They beat out Juventus in the quarterfinals. They beat out Monza in the semifinals to reach the final, and then they absolutely bottled it. They were shocking. So if you're a Napoli fan, congratulations, you are the champions. But we also have to give a congratulations to Torino and to Monza for making it as far as they did. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what we should do next. Maybe we can do this in the Bundesliga, maybe in Liga. I have some other cool, crazy ideas that are also coming on the channel, so make sure you tune in for that. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay happy and stay healthy, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Always keep smiling, all right? Peace, 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 peace.